This is Boxing Tickets, and we're here at the Mayday Mayhem, and delighted to be joined with one half of the main event, Tony McGlynn. Tony, we've obviously just had the press conference. I guess you were seeing the beef with everybody else. Unfortunately, no Dave Ryan today, obviously through the other commitments. Were you sort of devastated he sort of wasn't here? Did you sort of know in advance he wasn't going to be here today?
Nah, I only found out just there before I started. Same with Jay. Jay just said, look, he's not going to be here, but it doesn't bother me. Well, it wouldn't have been. I don't talk shit anyways. So it's all just a part of the game, yeah, but it's just annoying. Obviously, I had to come over for it, and then I had to come up for the check weight as well, and then he's not doing any of it, you know what I mean? He's doing a check weight from home, and I have to go make it into 10 mils up to do it all, but fucking shit happens.
Do you think in some ways it's maybe a bit of mind games? I guess, let's face it, obviously pro boxing in Ireland, obviously people still have jobs and things they got to do. You probably maybe had to work, so they obviously had the weekend off, so nothing to sort of look at it and sort of he's trying to play a mind game with you.
I don't know if he is. Fuck him if he is. It's not getting to me anyway, you know what I mean? But yeah, he could be working, because 90% of people do have to work a job, you know what I mean? So if he's working, fair play to him, but could have let him know, could have let us know, you know what I mean? I wouldn't have came over, wouldn't have bothered me bollocks.
I guess this is obviously third time lucky for you. Obviously, you had two previous, title fights. Obviously, with James McGivern fell through. Third time lucky, 48 hours away. Sort of, is it? I guess with the previous one to sort of give you a taster. You've obviously seen Senan, obviously your gym mate, obviously won the title last time out as well. Does it give you a bit of a hunger now? Obviously, you know that this third time around, the fight's actually happening.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, I can't wait, to be honest. All the hard work's done now, so I just need to go in there and perform, and that's what I'm going to do.
I guess in some ways, obviously, we were a lot sooner. Obviously, the one in Belfast, obviously, you came up the way in, and it fell through. You know, I guess Dave's made his check weight and everything else this week. So I guess all you can do now is obviously look forward. He's obviously said he's here to fight and everything else, so there should be no reason why he doesn't turn up for the weigh-in tomorrow.
I can't imagine him not turning up for the weigh-in, yeah. He's definitely going to be there, I'd imagine. So, yeah, just need to make weight now and just enjoy it.
And how do you sort of see, I know he's done a face-off and things like that, and obviously he's amicable, and the fact that there's no trash talk and things like that. How do you see the fight going? Do you see, obviously, you being the bigger man, obviously coming down from a bigger weight, experience and everything else? How do you see the fight going?
Yeah, well, he's naturally a bit taller than me, but obviously I've fought at heavier weights now, but yeah, I think I should, especially in the small gloves, I think I could hurt him, yeah.
Obviously, people in the gym have obviously said that, Sean McComb and things like that have said you're obviously heavy-handed, when you fight with James McGivern previously and things like that's supposed to happen. Can you sort of see, I guess he's the experience, obviously kickboxing and everything else, probably a lot more experience in that way, but can you see obviously your experience just being focused in boxing, probably maybe your footwork maybe better, can sort of set traps from you can't get out of?
Yeah, well, I know I punch hard, but I wouldn't rely on being a hard big puncher. I rely on my boxing ability. So yeah, I think that my boxing ability will be more superior than his. And obviously, most kickboxers come forward a lot. They don't know how. I don't know how he's going to punch you. Can he punch when he's moving backwards? You know what I mean? And we'll find out, I suppose.
I guess obviously in the stable, obviously we had Sean McComb obviously out a couple of weeks ago in America. That's probably, I'd probably say it's probably one of the worst decisions I've probably ever seen in boxing.
It was worse than Carroll and Taylor. It was terrible. I was watching it. I obviously couldn't stay up because I was sparring for this. I was going over to bleeding spar early in the morning, so I watched it in the drive the whole way over. I couldn't believe it. It was a joke. But what happens to Sean now? He surely has to get another big chance, because he boxed the fucking ears off him.
I guess some people would have maybe seen Sean's record, obviously not so many stoppages, and sort of thought pillow hands and things like that, but they put on a masterclass like that. Does Barbosa take the fight again? I know he said maybe do the rematch again, but you know what people's like, they'll say one thing and do another in the background. I guess probably in Sean, I know when Sean said in the build-up, he wouldn't want anybody else to have that opportunity. Sean will probably also say he wouldn't want somebody else to be robbed in the way he was. He can bounce back, he's probably showed he's at that level.
Yeah, he boxed the ears off him. He's meant to be the number one in the world. He made it look like the roles were reversed. Sean was number 8 or something, wasn't he? He didn't even look like he was. He didn't even make Barbosa or whatever his name is. Didn't even look like he was number 8. Sean made him look like an amateur. So yeah, hopefully he gets another big chance, because he deserves it. He's unbelievable. Obviously,
winning the Celtic title obviously on Friday evening, in some ways, obviously Senan obviously had the Celtic title. Obviously, whoever the winner is becomes eligible then for the, I know the BUA workout, whoever's the current title holder, you become obviously eligible then for an Irish title. Jay sort of mentioned the press conference, obviously lightweight, super lightweight, even welterweight as well. Where ideally, I guess, you won the title, I guess you can't fight for it at 140 because Senan's there. So do you sort of having to weigh the options up on whether you can still make lightweight or whether you go to welterweight? I guess probably after Friday your decision will be made for you.
Yeah, I want to see obviously how I perform at super lightweight, because if I feel strong at super lightweight, I know it's only an extra 2 kilos, but that is a big difference obviously going down to the lightweight. So I don't know how I'd perform at lightweight, but I feel like I could make it definitely, because I've made this I feel like I'm making this comfortably, and haven't been doing it, like, not that I haven't been doing it long, I've obviously been training, but I haven't been doing my weight cut, like dropping my weight too long, and it's just falling off me. So yeah, I think I could do lightweight.
You're probably one of the rarest ones, obviously, as well. The fact that you never had to do a 6-rounder. Sort of, whenever I was saying rare, I was sort of going, fuck, I'm going to get here. But you didn't have to do a 6-rounder, obviously. Will that play any benefit in the fact? I know you sparred, obviously, quite a lot and everything else. Like, you've obviously went from 4-rounders to 6-rounders. You're probably a bit of an activity as well. Like, will that play any factor on the night, I guess? You know, probably the proof of in the pudding when you get an input on the performance.
Yeah, you do like when you're constantly sparring, like especially up in our gym, he'd just have you in bleeding down fucking 10 rounds, and they'd be 5-minute rounds and all, and he wouldn't be telling you. So I'm used to doing long rounds and longer rounds than 6, but it's just obviously not doing it in the fight, in an actual, because obviously a fight is different to sparring, you know yourself. So yeah, but I just get out here and just see what I'm like. I think I'll be out for the 8 rounds, yeah, but hopefully get it out there before the 8 rounds.
I was just going to obviously touch on obviously your prediction for the fight. Do you feel obviously you can stop Dave?
Yeah, well he'd be tough as nails, but yeah, and I think I definitely have a bad boxing ability. So if I don't, so if the stoppages isn't there, I'll just box.
Well, listen, thanks very much for your time. Obviously go well on Friday evening, and obviously we'll hopefully catch up with you afterwards.
Yeah, sounds like I can't wait for a bit of feel tomorrow.
Cheers, Tony. Thank you.